Where is she?
Obey me, or she dies, apprentice.
Alright, so let's get our review going, guys. You guys know I like to keep these reviews nice and short. I don't want to drag them on too long. But this episode in particular, I felt like there was a lot of things for me to discuss. So before I get into the review, let me say this, guys. I am sorry that I did not keep my word. I said I would give you guys the review last week, but when I was editing it, I was just running through so many problems. Sometimes it wasn't processing, sometimes it wasn't uploading properly, then I had to deal with the copyright issues. Overall, uploading the video probably took about, I want to say, an hour, maybe a little more, and then the processing took even longer than that, and then it would get copywritten, and then it would get taken down. So I was just going through so many problems. But again, I want to say I'm sorry, guys, because I did tell you guys last week, but I put it out on Monday, so that's my mistake. Now, into the review. The first thing I want to say is this. Remember, I said I'm not going to be judging it based off of the other 3 films that I saw. These are 2 different trilogies we have here, so it's not really fair to judge it based off of, especially episode 6, which was, to me, the greatest film that they've had so far. But, I mean, I do have to say this. The movie, it wasn't bad. I just found it a little bit boring, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be critical or trying to judge the storytelling or anything like that, trying to be harsh. I'm just trying to say, like, when I watched it, I did notice I was drifting off a few times. All right, I'll say this. Let me just start with, like, the problems I had first. Number 1, it's the fact that the characters just... It's so hard to say this without comparing it to the original trilogy, which it's like, how can I not compare the 2? Because there's so many parallels. But I have to say this, the characters did not feel as impactful. You guys know me. You guys know I'm a big Luke Skywalker fan. I mean, you see the poster right there. You guys know Luke Skywalker is my favorite character. But I was telling this to one of my close friends. It's not even that Luke was missing. It was the fact that there was no character like Han in the movies. You could pretty much say that Han is the, how do I say it? There's a term, I can't remember the term, but it's used in like movies or video games. Whenever there's a new character, there's a character that doesn't have the abilities that the overpowered cast does. He's like your guide character that you follow through his footsteps because this is who you would be in that universe. Because you know Han is human. He's just no force powers, nothing. But the story was missing that. It didn't have like a guide character. And then on top of that, Harrison Ford, his portrayal of Han, oh man, I don't want to say this because it's so hard to say without comparing, but I gotta compare them. I'm sorry, guys, I have to. It just felt like the movie was missing a character like that. It just felt like the movie needed somebody like that who was comedic relief but relatable, and it just felt like there was that character missing. Yeah, they had comedic relief, Jar Jar Binks. Again, when I watched it, I didn't find Jar Jar so annoying. I thought he was just like he was there. I didn't really care for him too much, but he wasn't that guide character, you know? And I'm not saying that every film needs that, but it just felt like that was what was missing. So since we're talking about characters, let's continue. Qui-Gon was a miss for me, guys. I didn't really like Qui-Gon. I thought he was boring. I know he's supposed to be that mentor figure for Anakin and Obi-Wan, but he just felt kind of boring to me. I saw that he was struggling with Darth Maul. They put emphasis on that. Whenever he would fight Darth Maul, he was always sweating and like he looked like he was out of breath and concerned, which was a cool little detail that they showed because it kind of foreshadowed what was coming. But Qui-Gon, I just didn't like him. I don't know, he just was not an interesting character for me at all. Obi-Wan was cool. I did like Obi-Wan. I like seeing young Obi-Wan. Seeing him fight, he was very ferocious, very vicious, but he was also very smart and cunning. I liked Anakin. I liked Anakin's portrayal. I don't remember the guy that plays him. I heard like he got like bullied or something like that and like picked on in the past, or like people like made fun of him, and like it led to like the downfall of his movie career. That's really sad. But I heard a bunch of negative things about him. Like people would just make like noises at him, like zoom noise, something like that. But I thought he did good. I liked Anakin in the movie. I thought Anakin was a very kind, caring, smart young kid, and the way he portrayed him, I liked it. I didn't think it was bad. Padme was pretty cool. They showed her character. Darth Maul, he didn't really say too much. He didn't really do too much. I mean, he was vicious. He was pretty much like a killing machine. That's what Darth Maul came off to me as. I didn't even notice that he got sliced in half. Like when I saw him get cut, I thought Obi-Wan just cut his waist. No, when he falls down, you see his legs dangling on the side. That I did not even notice that the first time. Oh, and this was another thing that I thought was missing too, was, you know how in episode 4, episode 4, Han comes off as like a selfish prick who doesn't care about anybody else. But then at the end of the movie, he comes back around to go and save Luke from getting destroyed in the ship. Again, there was a character missing like that, and Han's not even my favorite character, but it just felt like the movie was missing a character like Han. Like, watching episode 1, and I was telling this to my friend too, it felt like nobody really had any character development in episode 1. And I said this to him specifically, I said, don't even compare episodes 4, 5, and 6, just go on episode 4 alone. When you see Han make that turnaround, like I said, he was selfish, didn't want to help them, and then at the end he came back and helped Luke. But then in episode 1, there was nobody like that. There was nobody that made a turnaround like that. Everybody was who they were, and that was it. That was literally it. But I will get into this though. My favorite part about the movie was the pod racing. The pod racing was so cool. I really got into it and got behind it. It reminded me of the old days when I used to go with my dad to the horse track and see the horses racing. But yeah, man, I thought that was really cool. I liked the pod racing. I was like really behind Anakin in the pod racing, man. I was hoping he would win. I thought he would lose, but he won, and I was really happy to see that Anakin won, because Anakin needs a win, you know? He needs a W. But overall, guys, my thoughts on the movie, I would probably say it's definitely not a bad movie. It's not a trash movie. It's just not a great movie. I would say like a 6 out of 10, honestly. I would say a 6. It was too political too. That was my biggest problem. It was just so heavy on the politics, man. I'd say a 6. It's not a bad movie, but it's just not a great one, especially coming off of 6. I think that's the problem with episode 1. I was telling this to my friend too. I feel like people probably judge episode 1 so harshly because we were all spoiled with 4, 5, and 6, especially 6, which is to me the best one that they've made. Out of the original trilogy, some people say 5 and some people say 6. I personally think 6 is the best one. Oh damn, I did say 4 is the best one time. Damn, okay, so I just caught myself. I have 2 answers for the best Star Wars. I'll say this. 6 is probably the best film, but 4 is my favorite film. That's what I'll say. But yeah, so that's my thoughts, guys. I would give it a 6 out of 10, so let me know what you guys think about what I said. Make sure you guys leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share that video, because we're on that road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. So that's all I got.